We are live. It has been 2 weeks. Last time I was live was the magical trade deadline. So that was 2 weeks ago. Oh, sweet. It's got great news. One of my friends is staying in San Diego. How about Zaire Hope? And you know, my man Showtime LA is in the house. Yes, we're back. Dodgers 2080. My name is Tim Rogers. This is the Blue Madness podcast. It's been good. Let me get to me. There I am. Holy crap. Sorry about that, folks. There I am. Let's go to number 2. There we go. Yeah, man. It's good to be back. Michael Carrillo's in the house. San Diego. Yeah, San Diego's coming, man. I'm keeping my eyes on them. I just want to text my friend back because this is important. Yeah, he was going to move up to Stanford, but he is staying in San Diego. Great friend of mine, Marcus. He is a guy that I've literally been to 3 churches with. We followed each other to different churches. Good man. So I'm very excited to have him staying. Thinking about the game today. It's always good when we get our prospects, and they're still, these guys are still technically rookies. Landon Knack, Gavin Stone going 5 strong, gives up 1 run, just the home run. Landon Knack comes in, gets the 4-inning save, giving up only a run on a bunch of junky hits, just a little luck here and there. But to go back to the inning in which the bottom of the order did its thing. Why don't we review that? I haven't. Oh, look at that. My thing is still plugged in. We're going to be looking at some stuff tonight. I'm excited about it. It's good. Like I said, it is good to be back. I had a great time at Rancho on Thursday seeing Hyun Suk Chang. Hyun Suk Chang. Good kid, working hard. He's getting there, folks. He's getting there. Oh, I need to go to Dodgers, not Dodgers 2080. But it's always good to go to Dodgers 2080, right? So let's go to the wrap. So I want to look at that. What inning was it? It was just the magic inning. It's one of my favorite. It was really, to be honest, it's one of my favorite innings, I think, all year. So what are we in? Here it is, top of the 4th, right? So hopefully you guys can see everything. So Teoscar singles. Gavin Lux hits a freaking bomb in his home state of Wisconsin. So that gives them 2 runs. Then Will Smith came out of it tonight, hit a single. Miggy Rowe hits a double. Kike sacrifice fly. That guy's really gone on fire. Andy Paez hits a shot, 2-run jack. And then, they get out of it with, but the big guys didn't do the work. It was the lower part of the order. And when your lower part of the order now goes and starts, Gavin Lux has been batting 5th. And you know what? There's nothing to go, oh, this is really stupid. He's earned it. He's played really well. And let's give credit to Kike Hernandez. He's been bringing his game back up, getting those glasses. Getting everything set. Hey, if you can't see, how are you going to play baseball? How are you going to hit the baseball? Baseball's such a freaking hard game. If you've played it, you know it. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Baseball is hard. And now I can't find my notes. Where'd my notes go? Come on, Tim. Get them over there. There they are. I just want to make sure that I cover everything I want to cover. So just a quick review of the game. We're not going to take too much. It was just a great game because they won, and the pitchers did their thing. Gavin Stone's best start in a while. What's important? Do y'all see what I see? Do you see what I see for the pitchers? What is it? What we see. This is gold right here. No walks. 8 Ks. Jumbo jacks for all. No walks. 2 earned runs. 6 hits. What a well-pitched game. Gavin Stone, Landon Knack, Flowers. And, getting 13 hits, that's a beautiful thing. We have Mookie Betts back. Let that sink in. He's back. And what's really exciting, I get to be at the game on the 21st, and I think Muncie's going to be back, and Edmonds going to be there. Let's take a quick look at some transactions. There was a little disturbing one tonight that I ran upon. So Carlos Avila going to Tulsa from ACL. He's kind of doing some fill in. Ryan Sublett to the 7-day. Jake Pilarski released. Ugh. Oh, and here's why Avila's coming up is because Yaner's going on the temporary inactive list. I'm just going to do a quick little thing on Avila so we can see what he is about. As the Petros would say, not much. He's filling in. He's just filling in. Nelson Quiros also on the injured list. So we got a couple catches going down. You can see Landon Knack being recalled. Remember Nick Anderson, the guy that the Dodgers jumped on after Blake Snell got pulled? Well, he's with the Dodgers now. Now, if he can just get his stuff back together, it would be great. By the way, I'm following the Padres. It's weird. Here's the weird thing, and I was thinking about this. My head says I want the Dodgers to get pushed really hard in September and clinch it with about a week to go. But when I watch these games, I want the Dodgers to win every game. I want the Padres and the Diamondbacks and the Giants and the freaking even Rockies to lose every game. Just being honest. So head says one thing, heart says the other. Dodgers are getting a good challenge. Dodgers are getting healthy at the right time. That's the one thing. We still don't make excuses. There's no, there's still, but you look at what they've been overcoming, it's great. They're still in first place versus other teams that, are a bit healthier. But, that's the Dodgers are the ones who got all the big money. So they should be able to maintain these things. And that's why you have the big money. Big money to go make some trades. I'm tickled pink about the trades that happened. Let's take a little bit to go through the chat before we hit the top 30 prospects. According to MLB Pipeline, love the fact that this has been updated. All right. Oh, I asked for it to be. Okay, they're live chat. Now I got it in the right things. All right. Yeah. Dodgers are figuring it out. That's true. Craig Osterberg in the house. Time to worry about Josue. Nah, not yet. Freeland hit a home run tonight. I don't think about next year, but maybe the year after. We'll see. They've got a lot of dudes coming, though. Oh, they got a lot of dudes coming. 2 starters, save the bullpen. Absolutely. You got Walker pitching tomorrow. Okay, so we don't know we're going to get out of Walker. I am a huge believer in Walker F. and Buehler. So they it's going to be tough. So I do expect Knack to be optioned. I'm going to be honest with you. So it'll be Buehler tomorrow. Then Thursday, they have an 11-10 game. Then they come back, or then they go to St. Louis. Sorry. So we'll see some shenanigans with the roster coming up. There might even be one of those. Need to put someone on the IL real quick. I'm sorry to my good friend Sarah Miller, who will be covering OKC this weekend for our channel, and we'll get some interviews hopefully. She is hoping to interview Jason Robleski. I have a feeling he's going to be in St. Louis on Friday. Just saying, I really don't like the idea of going with Glass now. Just start the 6-man rotation. Let's get these guys healthy. I'm glad they didn't try to push Gavin Stone tonight. He went 86 pitches. I'm pretty happy with that. Dude is still young, man. No need to worry about Josue at all. I agree. He's growing up. He's 19. You got a lot of prospect questions, man. Wait till we go through that top 30. I think if you haven't looked at it, it's going to be good. Michael Cray, where's the power coming from? Lux. He's just swinging the bat harder. Swing the bat hard. Hit that ball hard. Hit ball hard. That is the name of the game these days. And Lux is adjusted. There's something. He had a mental breakthrough. Let's be honest. It has to be like that. I agree with you, Showtime. Robo should take Ryan's place in the rotation. He is the right guy to do that. That's for sure. Still waiting to see how the whole Bobby Miller stuff goes, all that type of stuff. I still have hope for him, whether it's the bullpen or some type of starter. But I like the idea. Let's just, with a little health, right? With some health luck, Yamamoto, Glass now, and Flaherty, right? And then the 4 starter with Kirsch, maybe going 3 or 4 innings, and then someone following him, like a Bobby Miller for a couple innings, or a Walker Buehler. I don't know, or Gavin Stone. Lots of possibilities, but I would really like to see Kirsch not go through more than like 15 batters, maybe 18 in the playoffs, maybe less, maybe just one time. That might be really good. He's good. He had a good game yesterday. Yeah, Robo, heck yeah. Is there anybody out there that can take Joe Kelly's spot? I'm going to say it. Edgardo Enriquez is the guy that should be being brought up, in my opinion, soon. That's my hope. Let him get his stuff going. Now, Kelly does have nasty stuff. It's just some location. Yeah. Joe's there though. I just want, you know what? I would really like Joe Kelly to earn a spot in the playoff rotation, or in the playoff bullpen. Heavy emphasis on earn. There should be no gifts. There are no players that are, other than the Captain Obvious ones, that deserve automatic. And that includes the one and only, the legend Clayton Kershaw. Well, it's the Rivers first TJ. Yeah, it's the second one. It's just such a bummer. I mean, good Lord. I just talked to the dude, right? Less than 3 weeks ago? 2 weeks ago? Something like that. Yeah, it was after the trade deadline. Yeah. There's hammering going on. I thought my wife was knocking on the door. She's doing some hammering of stuff, doing pictures and all that, which is cool. Yeah, it's such a bummer. Rivers really stepped it up in life as a man, as a husband, a father, as a Christian. And dude's good. Y'all saw it, right? He's legit. And I think was I would have had no problem with him starting a playoff game. Still kind of pissed it's a UCL injury. Maybe shouldn't have had any mileage on his arm. Yeah, they're he talked about, he thinks part of it is the time in between pitches. They're not getting that extra few seconds to everything's just boom, 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 boom. It's a mistake. Been saying that since the beginning. These things are a mistake. It's costing players. Pitchers are doing everything they can to stop these hitters. These hitters are so good because where are they coming up there? They're coming up there to do damage. They're not coming up there to get singles. They're coming to do damage. So you make a mistake, you got problems. And these pitchers, they're ripping and gripping as much as they can. They're not allowed to use the sticky stuff. They need to be allowed to use some. MLB, come up with the sticky stuff. Just come up with a standard. This is what you're allowed to use. And hey, if you want, do the sticky stuff to give them that extra, okay? But also, hey, if you want to, narrow the strike zone. Narrow the strike zone. I don't know. Or do something. But pitchers are right now, they're just going to keep throwing as hard as they can every pitch. We've talked about this over and over and over. Can't blame the organization. The rest didn't overuse Ryan. He also didn't have a lot of mileage on his arm because he started pitching later in his career. Yeah, it is unpredictable. Well, it's not. It's just the prediction is they're all going to have it, which is awful to say. Oh, come on. David Peralta hits a home run? Really? Jeez. Whatever. Going next year, if we have any type of injury luck this year, you know what? It's just other teams have to deal with it too. The Dodgers, they go with the high risk, high reward. I would like them, if they're going to sign a starting pitcher, I'd like it to be somebody solid. That's not, you know what I'm talking about. Someone that we can count on. Gonsolin coming out as first TJ. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what he can do. Dustin May, and then Nick Frasso. Then the year after that, we'll have Emmett back, River Ryan. The list goes on and on of just really darn good ball players. Gonsolin stuff, though, was compromised, Eric. So let's give him a shot. IL Joe Kelly, yeah, I mean, if that happens. Oh, my man. Mike Salas is in the house. Mike and I got to hang out on Thursday with Chang pitching. Or Jang. My boss's name, Jang, and they call him Chung. This Jang is Jang. But yeah, Mike and I were able to hang out. Mrs. Salas was there. I think Mike bought all the Joe Kelly hats. We'll see. If he can be a good number 4 starter, but he's still good. Yeah, Gonsolin, maybe it's the bullpen too. I don't know. Maybe things would play up. I really don't know. Brewstar, let's see. Teo, $80 million, 4 years of the club option. Soto, $560, 14-year trade Lux and lower value prospects for Bo Bichette. Roki Sasaki comes free agent. IFA. Roki does come is another injury risk, of course. Let Bo walk, give Freeland a job in 2026. I'm against giving anyone a job now. They got to earn it. Come on the field, get promoted, earn it. Don't give it away. We can't count on who is the shortstop next year? I think Luck's is going to get traded when the year is over. It could be there because I think they want to move Mookie back to second base. I could see that. I just love how Lux is playing. Maybe they just go, hey, one more year. We're going to give Lux another year at shortstop, but you better have a backup plan. And it can't be Miggy Rojas. This guy's going to be, he's getting older. But boys, he's so good. And props to Nick Ahmed. I know he's probably going to get DFA'd pretty soon. He's been a nice pickup. Just an excellent fielder. And he's had some clutch hits. Let's see. Quintero and Morales getting recognized. Yes, they are. Morales, man. So I met Quintero. Nice kid. He's just a kid. It's just a kid. I saw him get a hit. That was kind of cool. Let's see. Once they signed Soto and let Bo walk to Freeland get the job, no long-term deals, and get into the tax 8 years span to get ready for Gunner in 2020. I like the way you're thinking, Hap. Because I gotta tell you, man, I love the idea of a Juan Soto in our lineup. I just do. I doubt it happens, but I love to think about it. And you know what? Don't put it past this organization. Just don't. And Gunner's going to cost he is. And they'll have to make those decisions. Maybe Freddie will be gone by then too. So we got 3 more years of Freddie. And Freddie's still good. And how we haven't been on since the whole Max Freeman. And man, I'm just so glad to see that he's healthy. I saw Freddie. It was Thursday, a couple Thursdays ago. I had the access, and or was it Wednesday? I don't even remember. But you didn't know, but Freddie looked like he'd been up all night. And you find out later he'd been in the hospital and stuff. So, yeah, get rid of the pitch clock, preach. Cartaya doing a lot better. Yep, keep those eyes on him. Hopefully, I got a whole list. Sarah Miller's out there going to be at OKC, and I got a whole list of people for her to interview. So hopefully she can get a couple. Like Diego's on that list. Yeah, you're going to have some of these things over. Dodgers are magic at these things, and also at the same time, yeah. Vargas needs to be in Rancho. Coming soon, hopefully. My understanding, I think maybe you saw that Showtime, Josh Thomas had it, that Vargas missed the last couple weeks of the ACL. Yeah, man, it's always great to see you, Sal, or Mike. I'm still used to calling you Sal. I hope we sign Hunter Green one day. Born to be a Dodger, that's for sure. Good evening, Dodger Blue 82. Oops, I did some weird highlighting. Let's see here. Let's see. Sign long term with the Reds. You never know. Yeah, some of these pitchers, man, they got sign when you can. Especially if you have had a Tommy John, you got to take what you can get. Not everyone's going to get up there and get lucky like Mr. Yamamoto and just be able to nail a contract at just the perfect time. Seems like Quintero has leapfrogged George for the best center fielder in the system since George has little to no power, massive upside for Quintero. Yeah, Quintero's got to get his throws down. Oh my gosh. I think Mike and I saw 2 or 3 really throws. He's got to get those things on a line. He's got some work to do. Yeah, and George is different. I actually want from the Reds, yeah. Does across the league say Lodolo makes their head spin? Yeah, Morales is screaming 30 plus. I agree. Any idea who takes the reins at first after Freddie? Well, I'll throw Rushing out there. There's a name for you. And Rushing is playing left field. I know that people are speculating about that. I think the Dodgers, position-wise, are in great shape, but if Rushing makes enough noise, you never know. And it's also just in case. What if someone goes down? Right? 25 to 28, there are no shortstops in free agency that are worth committing to. And they may have to just make some trades, too. They may just, like you said, do the Bichette thing. Who knows? Or maybe they keep Bichette. I don't know. He's having, obviously a year that ain't so good. Got Kopech. Yeah, Kopech's been good. That's a good one. That's a real good signing. Okay, we're going to do that thing where I'm going to go and hide this thing, and because I'm going to go and we're going to do the top 30. So I'm going to slice this up later. So I have this as a separate show. I think we're going to go bottom up today. So let's see. So I'm going to do just a quick intro and then go to it, okay? 3, 2, 1. This is Tim Rogers with Dodgers 2080. We're going to talk about MLB Pipeline's mid-season update. So, and it's for the Dodgers. Coming in at number 30, the best defensive catcher in the organization, Mr. Jesus Calise, finally got promoted to Great Lakes. The offense is coming around. I'm a big believer in him. Jacob Wright, he was just drafted. So that's a guy that 4th rounder, left-hander from Cal Poly, SLO. Overall fastball 50, curveball 55, slider 60, changeup 40. Let's see what kind of, because we haven't even covered the draft here since we've been out here. He's just not very big, so we'll see. But I had an interview with a man named Luke Fox. He's not very big, but he is very good. 28 Peyton Martin. Peyton dropped a bit. He's had a rougher year this year. The command just hasn't been there yet this year. I think it's coming around. He's a really good athlete. Did start the season. He was out for a bit, but big believer in Peyton. But him dropping all the way to 28 is a shock. Samuel Sanchez just got promoted up to Rancho. They have him at 5'11", 150. Yeah, that's about right. Yeah, he was at ACL. My man Pete Soto was able to get some video of him. He is only 18, and so they're talking about him extremely advanced for his age. Fastball's 55, curveball 50, slider 50, changeup 60, control 55. So that's good because a lot of these young Dodger pitchers, that's where they're at, struggling with that. Peter Hubick, my man, friend of the show. He is. I think he's been solid. He's having a really nice year at Great Lakes. He's got great stuff, and he's growing into his body, folks. That's what he's doing. He's going to be a good one. Trust me. As he grows into his body, he's gained a lot of weight, and it's all good weight. So Noah Miller, I don't know, he is a defensive stud at shortstop. They got him in the trade for Mr. Manny Margot. But yeah, Noah Miller can play some serious shortstop, and he just got promoted to Tulsa. Austin Gauthier, definitely a friend of the show, plays everywhere and is going to debut in 2025. They say 2024. I just think there's too much roster crunch right now. Ben Kaspari is pumping up to 98 miles an hour. He has taken a huge, huge turn for the good. He's got some nasty, nasty pitches. His slider grade's out at a 60. That's a lie. It's a 70. Yeah, he's a real good one. Another friend of the show, Jared Karras. 6'7". And you know what? This guy had a lot of arm issues and stuff at UCLA, but he's really gotten it together, getting his health together. There's a lot going on. He's 6'7", so that's going to be a lot to deal with. But he's done really well, and right now he's in Double-A, and what can you say? Chase Harlan, another third base for the future. They're starting to pack, with Geloff. Albertus is gone, but there's some guys now that we're just packing them up. We're going, here's a big guy, a lot of power. Power is at 55, arms at a 55. Yeah, he's going to, we'll be seeing him at Rancho really, really soon, like sooner than later. Patrick Copen, who was drafted last year, has moved up to high A. And he's had some really good success this year. And you're going to see it's consistent. Lots of right-handed starters. Kyle Hurt, he's out. Out for the year. Tommy John, another one. Oh, man. See him in 2026. We're going to have a really good staff of guys recovering in 2026 between Emmett Sheehan, River Ryan, Kyle Hurt, and regretfully there'll be more. Maddox Bruns, who was out for quite a while. He was on the 60-day IL. But, so far so good. The walks are a little high, but batting average against is super low. And he's got magic stuff. I think the more, if he gets his more command, he will stay a starter. If not, he's going to be a really nasty reliever. Hyun-Suk Chung, saw him pitch on Thursday. There's a lot there. We saw him strike out first two batters. He struggled in the second inning. It was, to be honest, it was more control. Just, getting that last strike sometimes. He's a young guy. Those hard. We're seeing good pump, average of 96 miles an hour. And he's a big kid, 6'4". Strong. I like him. Diego Cartaya is down to number 16. He was the number one guy. I am still a believer. And he's been doing, he's doing better. At OKC, he's hitting 245. The numbers are getting better. So we want to see that. He's worked really hard on his defense. So I'm still a believer. Still a believer. Oops, that thing needs to go away. Diego at number 15, Edgardo Enriquez. Bring him up as soon as possible. Get him on this team, on the Dodgers. He has magic. So he's been with 4 teams. Definitely a friend of the show. I'd be honest. I was one of the I met him back in 2022. Kind of a long story, but he texted me looking for pictures. I had no idea who he was. And who was the last guy I took pictures of at 2022 spring trading? Number 75, Edgardo Enriquez. And so that's where we have our connection. The kid from Taiwan, Ching Sin Ko, and I'm sorry for butchering it, my man. He's like, what, 17? Oh, he's now 18. His birthday was 2 days ago. Happy birthday, Mr. Ko. I think the Dodgers may have gotten themselves a real good one here. They've been seeing some good things in the DSL. Kendall George, Mr. Wheels, definitely the fastest man in the organization. He's been making a lot of good contact. I still like what I see. Power, I don't know if it gets there, but he's going. I think there's major league potential there for sure. Nick Frasso, another guy we'll see in 2026. The Dodgers are going to be they're going to have like 4 or 5 guys recovering from Tommy John, all real young. And some of them are going to work out. They're going to work out. Zaire Hope. Zaire is killing it right now. He was on the IL for a long time. And then he comes back to Rancho. I think he's hit 4 home runs since he got back. 2 weeks ago? Yeah, this dude. Oh, I gotta be honest. Hey, we all love Michael Busch here. Dodgers, I think they're gonna really not regret that one. Kellen Lindsey, the draft pick. Hope to see him at Rancho soon. He played at that. He's in the ACL at the moment. No stats right now, but he's 18. He will turn 19 next month. So he's one of those kids that was, played high school his whole year as an 18-year-old. That's our first pick, and exciting. A position player that's fast and can play shortstop. That's the premium position. We need more shortstops. Eduardo Quintero content. Yeah, there's a little short of him. I've got some longer video put out. This guy, just get ready, folks. Just get ready. I think he has the build where I think he sustains center field. So I think his build will do that. The man, Emil Morales. Let's hope he can stick it short. He's only 17. He's just, where's the stats? Where are those stats? In the Dominican Summer League, 333 with a 474 on base percentage, slug of 667, OPS 1141, 144 at bats, 13 dongs. I'm going to say that again: 144 at bats, 13 dongs as a 17-year-old. Okay? With 11 stolen bases. Yes, that is our guy. This is the guy. I didn't know he was born in Spain. Okay, cool. España. Scouts debate whether Morales will grow shortstop, but he's surprisingly athletic for his size. Shortstop, third base, whatever. He's a stud. The power's there. I think power of 55 is low. Then again, I haven't really gotten eyes on him. We've seen highlights, though. Yoendry Vargas. Bring him up, please. Please, pretty please, Dodgers. Bring him to Rancho. He's 18. He doesn't turn 19 until November. In Arizona, he hit 303. In 142 at-bats, he had 4 homers. He is on base 406, slug 493, so OPS of 899. This is playing shortstop mostly. Yeah. These 7 through 10. The ages 18, 17, 18, 18. Then you go down to Zaire, 19. Skip Frost will go to Kendall, 19, 18. These are even Edgardo, who's been around a while, 22 years old. This is a really good group. Now we get to some proven, Justin Robleski. This guy's a major league pitcher, right? There's no doubt in our minds, right? Right, folks? No doubt. He is a major league pitcher. And we might see him on Friday in St. Louis. But he's down there. It's a numbers game. And you know what? If the Dodgers have a bunch of guys that are better than Justin Robleski, the team's only better. But Justin will be a starter. 2025, he's going to get plenty of time on the mound in the major leagues. Jackson Ferris, who has been promoted to Double-A. He's dominated. He was just dominating. So, and even his first start in Double-A, 5.2 innings, 4 hits, 3 walks, 4 Ks. For his career, his career average against is 191. This dude's good. Again, part of the trade for Michael Busch. Good for Michael Busch, but dang. Shortstop of the near future, maybe. Alex Freeland making progress. He's hit a home run tonight. That'll be covered in another segment. But so far at OKC, it's only played a little bit, 21 at bats, but he just hit a home run now. And he just keeps improving. I think in the field he's looking good. He is 22. He turns 23 in about 2 weeks, less than 2 weeks. But he's at that right age. He should. Oh, here's one thing: he doesn't need to even be put on the 40-man roster in the offseason, which is great. He will get an invite to spring training. Let's be very clear about that. He will get an invite to spring training. And who knows, maybe he factors in in 2025. You never know. But he's made really good strides. I thought, 2023, I think he was disappointed, but he's really moved up. Number 3, River Ryan. So he does retain his rookie status. He's getting some major league service time still, but we'll see him in 2026. Y'all saw how good he was. He's a really good pitcher, and we just need him back. Josue DePaula, I like their ETA of 2026. Push this young man. I know he's struggling at Great Lakes. I'm not worried. So at Great Lakes, let's look at the ugly, okay? All right, 192. However, 356 on base percentage, all right? Which means he's getting his walks. He's got a few Ks. So this is an adjustment time. He will probably going to start next year again at Great Lakes. He'll be in Double-A in no time. And last but not least, your 2025 left fielder, Dalton Rushing, and still a catcher. This is how it works out. Where next year, of course, we have Will Smith as our catcher. We will probably still have the one and only Austin Barnes backing him up for one more year before he, I think, eventually becomes, Austin needs to get his 10 years in. Austin Barnes needs to get his 10 years in. That matters. So I don't know how close he is, but he needs to get 10 years. That way he's you get full pension. So get Austin Barnes his 10 years. Figure that out. But Dalton Rushing needs to he's getting closer to being on that roster next year. So I think he battles. And again, he does not need to be put on the 40-man roster. How about that? So we got all these dudes. Rushing, Freeland. Those are two of the guys that are from the 2022 draft, 2 position players. This is good news for some of the people on the channel. But they don't have to be put on the 25-man or the 40-man roster. Let's see if there's any. I know there's others that need to be. Edgardo definitely does. We'll go through this real quick. Bruns does. Hurt. Of course, Jared Karros still one more year. Kasparius does. Gauthier, maybe. I think he does. I'm not sure about Noah Miller. Hubick does. So there's some guys that need to be put on that 40-man. Galiz. So there's going to be a lot of battles there. But that is MLB Pipeline's top 30. I definitely don't hate it. And it's just fun to see some new names, some of the names moving up. Some of the names that this channel has been poking at, not just myself, but other members of this channel and a lot of the followers on this channel have been poking at these guys and saying and telling everybody on Twitter and and social media that these are good players, and they are darn right. So props to my followers. They know their stuff. Again, this is Tim Rogers. As always, thank you very much. God bless, and go Dodgers. All right. So now we go back to doing the regular stuff. Thank you for allowing me to do that. Catch up on the chat. Hopefully you guys like that segment. Like I said, I'm going to be cutting that one out. Cutting that one and making a separate thing. Let's see. Where are we at here? Okay, DePaula needs to start tapping into his raw power. It's coming. It's just there. Yeah, he'll get there. I mean, yeah. Just Baseball rank Hope in their top 100. They should. Yep, we've got a lot of good catchers. And someone popped out like Yainer. Give them more time for aging. Yeah, high school does that. Yeah. Harlan, raw power. Kobe Mayo, why not? Rockies being the D-bags. Keep it up. Go. Hey, D-bags are going to be a problem. Yeah, Kyle Hurt. Gosh, a lot of you know, I really was counting on him being in the bullpen at the end of the season. Him and Sheehan, guys like that, coming in, bringing it. Let's see. Oh, Sal's got something good. Thank you for putting the link in there. Please check Sal's work or Mike Salas's work on Dodgers Beat. Sorry, it's Dodgers Beat, not Dodger Beat. Yeah, the Michael Busch trade hits different. And again, they didn't like, if they liked Busch at third, he would have been playing third. If they liked him in left field, they would have played him in left field. Because they would have go, oh, we could save some money with this guy. They just felt at the end of the day, he was a first baseman. And he is he's a good player to have. Is he great? No. Do the Dodgers, the way they're configured, do they want to go and put a 280 to 300 hitter that's going to hit 15 to 20, it looks like maybe? Or you'd try to go higher or with some flexibility, because he doesn't provide flexibility. Oh boy. Morales at third, Uendre at short, Mookie at second, Rushing at first. Jeez, let's call that 2028, baby. Let's call it. Yep, 2028. That's right. Like 8% sure Rushing gets traded in the offseason or this next deadline. It depends. If he can become a good left fielder and still play catcher, that's huge. Yeah, the Cubs trade paid off. And let's also look at it this way. I'm not advocating anything, but guys like Hope, Ferris, a lot of these guys on the list, they are very hot prospects and very hot trade candidates. People will be lining up for some of these guys. Rushing in the outfield, Will Smith and catcher. Yeah, with Rushing able to still play catcher. The guy's has improved as a catcher. He can definitely do some work. And if Smith got hurt long term, he could be that guy if they need it. Let's just hope that doesn't happen. Yeah, Bichette expired contract. Yeah, we'll see. I was all in on Bichette at the beginning of the season, but dang. Yep. Yeah, I like River Ryan too, Eric. That's for sure. One of those guys, and I always like to call these guys out. One of the guys that remembers me and was very happy. We had a good chat. Hopefully, you guys saw the interview before we got hurt. But yeah, good dude. You got to trade. Oh, Fiducia, I don't. Yeah, at least he got one at bat. I really wanted. He deserved more plate appearances. He should have been on the field. Just stupid. Vargas got hit versus the Yankees. Okay, good. We're gonna have to do a big Rule 5 thing we'll do that at the end of the year though, because that doesn't have to start coming together till mid-November ish. Feels good to pass the Phillies. Can you believe that? With what we've had, DePaul, Quintero, Enriquez rushing, Vargas and Freeland, got to keep them. And there's more coming. Morales too, right? Showtime. Emil. And Meza. What was it? Jose Meza with the Quakes having a really solid year. Yeah, just got player of the week. Sometimes still see Bush and Landon Knack in the prospect list. Yeah. Well, Landon Knack, I think, may have finally aced. He's about edged out of being one of those guys, so he can't be rookie next year. Fangraphs just baseball at Josue, 10 to 20 range, is holding him back on MLB Pipeline list. Production this year. They look at that. It's good to see some actual youngsters. Yeah, isn't it? Yeah, isn't it great not to see a bunch of 26-year-olds? And some of the 26-year-olds we see in here, they're not going to be a factor next year because they're Tommy John guys. Sucks. If Noah Miller had a better hitting percentage, he would be ahead of Freeland. Absolutely. He's a great glove, isn't he? He's a great glove. Why don't we go through, see what's been going on in the minors today? We haven't done this in a bit, obviously, but let's do that because I think it's fun to do. We will start with our Quakes. Now, some of these teams are still playing today. And so we'll peek in. Let's go peek in. What are the Quakes doing? They're up against Visalia. The Rawhide. Let's see. Willman Dia. Okay, Kendall's 0 for 3. Willman 0 for 2. Willman, though, has been good. Oh, Hope. Oh, yeah. Hope, another home run, right? Another guy, Cameron Decker. Man, dude's been coming on. So, Jose Meza. Let's watch this kid. I saw him in spring training a little bit. Like what I saw. Here's his numbers. Let's see where his numbers are right now. I saw his first home run with the Quakes. So, 136 at bats, 6 dongs, 42 strikeouts. That's a problem. 243 average, but it's getting better. 463 slug. He's a good one. Okay, keep your eye on him. Decker's been really good. It's so good to see. That guy's been up and down, 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 up and down. Carlito Rojas getting a lot of playing time at catcher. They got another guy, Victor Rodriguez. There's Meza. Sammy Munoz fell off the list. Oswaldo Osorio fell off the list. Elijah Hainline, draft pick. He's one of the few draft picks that's actually been up yet. Willman had an error. Willman's been really good at shortstop, though. I like what I see. Okay. Paddock. What's it? It's like, let me get his name right. Yeah, Sterling. I was about to say Starling. I get that confused. Makarowicz, make a sandwich. So the good game so far, pitching wise. The walks are a little high there with Mr. Makarowicz. So, but that's the way the Dodgers bring him up. He's learning. All right, that's your Quakes and my Quakes. The Loons. Look at that. There's Sean McClain, man. Sean's doing it. That guy just needed to get healthy. So who do we? Oh, they got an L. They took the L today. Oh, there's Bazana over there. Okay, our guy, Dylan Campbell, 0 for 4. Juan Alonso's up. So we haven't talked since all these guys were promoted. DePaulo 0 for 4. Nevin 0 for 4. Mangeli 0 for 3. Geloff 2 for 4. That's good. Good to see. We want to see him moving up. I still believe in him. He had a home run. He's another guy. Both him and DePaula have struggled getting over there. It's a different ballpark. Everything's different over there. Sean McClain 1 for 3. Dude's playing well. And he is a really good shortstop. I want to pull up Sean because I really wish I would have interviewed him. I really like him. He's a cool dude. Yeah, he's doing really well up there. And this 217 you see at Rancho, the dude started out really poorly. He's been recovering from some type of a leg injury. Yeah, big fan of him. The way he played shortstop in spring training of 2013 or 2023 was awesome. Justin Thompson, Biddy, come on, man. Galee's struggle again. He's another guy struggling to get up there. Jake Vogel. Let's see, Patrick Copen, 5 walks. That's gonna hurt you. McDaniels, Michael Martinez throwing gas. Okay. There's that coverage there. Let's go to the Drillers. As you know, right now, the Oklahoma City 89ers are playing right now. They have some rehab guys, so it'll be fun to look at that one. Okay, Tulsa, Noah Miller, 0 for 3. Newell's up there now, 0 for 3. Come on. Damon Keith, 0 for 4. Lockwood, 1 for 3. Did he have a home run? No. Brendan Davis, 1 for 3. Taylor Young, 1 for 2. Ramos, 1 for 4. They still won this game? No. Donovan Casey's back in the organization. How'd they win? RBI from Lockwood, Lockpowell, and Ramos. Ramos 215. Here we go. Chris Campos. That's how you win. Guy goes 4 innings, 1 hit. I wonder if he's not getting on a pitch limit yet. I wonder how many pitches did he throw? Only 40. They're probably starting to slow him down a bit. Juan Murillo, good to see him up in AAA or AA. Ronan Kopp, watch out. That's a big one. Ryan Sublett, that's a rough one. Lucas Webb with the win. Mr. Canada. You South Park people, every time you see a Canadian or hear about Canadians, what do you think of? Let's see. Oh, geez. We got a barn burner in OKC they're playing Vegas. They're in Vegas. So let's see. Alex Freeland did have a home run today. And so he's at 292. Okay. Tommy Edman, 0 for 2, but playing. Max Muncy, 1 for 3. Edman's going to take a while. He's missed all year. So he's going to take a while. But I think that's a guy that's going to show up. Muncy, yes. Maximus Muncy, 1 for 3. I'm going to get to see this full team. I'm going to get to see this full team on next Wednesday. Outman, 0 for 1. Cody Hosey, 2 for 3. Never gave him a chance, though. Diego, 2 for 3. That's good. Trejo, 1 for 3. And Gauthier, 1 for 1. With, of course, a walk. Because the dude gets on base. Lipsius, again, another guy, they just never gave him a chance. They just never did. Was I? Okay, we can see that. Okay, good. They just never gave him a chance. So that kind of sucks. Let's see if there's anything on the Twitter machine at the moment from anyone out there. Let's see. Yep. Thank you, Mike, for getting that out there. Appreciate it, man. Yeah, I think I'm a little bummed about Pilarski. I don't know what happened. Oops. We have a a malfunction here in my screen, it looks like. Oh, well. Which side is that? It's on this side. Oh, well. Something got in the way. Let me change cameras. There we go. We'll just go because that one you can see it's got some crap in there. It's my green screen is not being caught right. Let's see if I can fix it. Nah, we'll do it later. All right. Well, let's take a look at the chat before we head out. Let's see. Noah Miller, Gauthier, going to be cheap bench guys. Got to go cheap on the bench after they pay Soto and Gunnar. How likely are you thinking? Well, you know, someday Chris Taylor and Kike Hernandez will not be around. Those guys, those are the type of guys that can do that type of work. Did the Dodgers change international scouts after 21? Seems like they improved massively with these new crop of youngsters. That's a good question. It does seem like just in general we're starting to see some changes. We're seeing position players being drafted earlier. I think they're starting to realize that they can make pitchers. Now, as they make them, they're also breaking them. So they need a lot of pitchers. But if you start looking at some of their pitching prospects, they're not, Maddox is, number one. But Kasparis isn't a number one. I can't remember round fourth or something like that. Maybe lower. Something happened. There was a change in philosophy. I don't know. They might have had someone new out there. Any Lorenzo-like catchers in the system we should look out for? Oh, well, none that I know of that are younger that have that thump. It's a loss. It really is. Hopefully, Tyrone gets a shot to play more. Yep. Yeah, Diego's having a great game, isn't he? Hey, let's take a look. Speaking of some of our guys, let's just take a quick look at the prospect list, but let's take a look like at Detroit and see where our guys are. I like to follow our guys. So Tyrone is 6th. Who else do they get from us? Trey Sweeney at 20. So Aleo Lockhart. Oh, good to see him moving up. Good, man. Oh, awesome. That's a guy that the Dodgers had, and something happened. I don't know why. Sometimes you just don't know why. And then did the White Sox get any of our good guys? Who'd they get from? I don't even remember off the top of my head. Poor Miguel Vargas. Alexander Albertus at 15. One of the bad things about being a White Sox, they don't develop these guys. So whatever they got from the Dodgers is about all they're going to get. Hate to say that. So, because we got our guy here, Nick Nastrini. So, yeah, it's just some of our, old friends, as a person that I get to know these guys, some of them. And, yeah, they're just good kids. And at the end of the day, I want to see them excel and get a chance to play Major League Baseball and get a chance to make that money. That's what I want to see them be able to do. Make the cash, right? So I'm all for that. I want to see that happen. Yeah, well, I'm getting the views I deserve since I'm not consistent. So I appreciate y'all coming out. Anything else to talk about? So I'm going to be at the game next Wednesday, the 21st. Whole family's going to be there. My wife, my 2 kids, their girlfriends. We're all going to be out there. I think we're along third baseline, field level. I think section 39-ish. If anyone's going to be there, hit me up. I'd love to meet you if I haven't met you. Or if I have met you, I'd love to see you. Hopefully my man Pete Soto will be out there, trying to get him a press pass. Pete does, of course, great work. Shout out to my guy, Nick Ariza, who did a great article, has been doing great articles. His latest is on Luke Fox. I also had the interview with Luke Fox. Luke Fox is one of those guys. He's one of those guys that you're going to see rise up. Plus, he's just super smart. Please go take a look at that video. I'd appreciate. I need. Please have a look at it. I would appreciate you taking a view of it. And then we've got like Wyatt Crowell over there. So two more lefties. That's good. Need more lefties. So get that. My kind of diversity is lefties and righties. Oh, Mike, you said it. Hoping Yamamoto will be rehabbing at Rancho. That'll be crazy. That will be crazy. But if he's there, I will be there. We want to, Yamamoto. Gosh, we need him. Now that things are really starting to come around with some other health. I mean, really, Yamamoto is that piece that we need that. We need that other. We want Kirsch to be the number 4 starter. That's where we want him. It's the perfect spot. Yeah, that star shortstop's coming. Yeah, we had a couple, didn't we? We lost them both for draft picks. Shoot. Dang it. Still love me some Corey Seager. I'd still like to have Trey Turner, but I like having Shohei Ohtani instead of Trey Turner. Yeah, that ball he hit. That ball Shohei hit. Come on. Is that even real? Is it even real? Yeah, if he goes to Coast, you're going to cover if he goes to OKC. And that's probably more likely, but you never know. Let's see, what do we got? Just want to do that last minute check on the D-bag. Where are they at? Where's that D-bag game? D-bags are still down 3-2. They're playing the Rockies though, so I don't have much faith in the Rockies at all to hold that. So I'm hoping, with Rancho ending, less than a month of regular season left with Rancho. I haven't gone out there near as much as I wanted to, just the way it is. I think my next one will be a Sunday. I'd like to go out there. I also like to be there for their chapel. I like to be there for that. So I'll go on a Sunday. We want to catch some interviews. I know Trinidad starting to line up. He's got Roque Gutierrez lined up. He's looking at Quintero and Yane, Reinaldo, El Monstro Negro. There's a lot there with that dude throws hard. Edgardo's throwing harder. So I think the bullpen in the future is just going to be nasty. My dream of Edgardo coming up probably isn't going to happen, but he will be on the 40-man. He's going to battle for probably a bullpen spot next year, unless they want to make him a starter. I don't know. I'm okay with him in the bullpen. I think for next year, no matter what, the old guy's got to go in the bullpen. Just got to let him go. No, nothing. No, I don't care how much they're favorites. They got to go. It's time to build the bullpen with the young dudes. We'll still have Phillips. Still have Vesia. Probably Banda still. Hopefully Bruzdar will be back. Then you build it with a combination of your real young guys, and maybe there's a stud you go out and you sign. But there's a lot of young guys that have big arms and deserves a chance to pitch in the major leagues. They at least need a chance. And so at least, maybe they'll be healthier than what we see today. Just the fragility that's out there. And I like, these veterans I'm talking about, I like them all. I got to be honest. But I think it's time to move on from that. I think they'll have enough seasoned guys out there already that they can make that move. And that's what I'm hoping to see next year. Grove sticks around maybe. Or maybe they move him. I don't know. Frasso, he could be in the pen. Yeah, because he's not Tommy John. He's shoulder. And I always thought Frasso was a guy in the bullpen. And he'd be nasty. He would be. Let's see. Hep C. Hopefully Yamamoto can ramp up to go deep into the starts. Hey, just give me a good 5. 6 is even better. If there is enough time, then might as well just say we are grateful we are healthy and throwing, but be ready in spring training. Yeah, I don't mind stacking. I don't mind stacking guys. If they can figure that out. You can't do it with everybody. And by not having Yarbrough, they lose that long arm. But maybe Landon Knack's a long arm, or maybe even Gavin Stone's a long arm. I don't know. But now Yarbrough, I'm fine with them trading him because he was at a point where he just wasn't hitting his spots anymore, and he got found out. They started figuring him out. He wasn't getting guys out anymore. So that was a good trade. Kiermaier, hasn't really hit the ball, but boy, can that man play outfield. So the question, folks, because here's where things are going to come down to. You're going to see one of these guys make it on the postseason roster. Pages, Hayward, or Kiermaier. That's assuming. I'm just going to assume no matter if Chris Taylor can walk, they're going to put him on the roster. They shouldn't. He needs to earn it like anyone else, but they're just going to put him on. If you look at the roster, where'd my list go? I have a quick list. So the 11 that are on for sure: Ohtani, Barnes, Smith, Betts, Edman, Freeman, Kike, Lux, Muncy, Rojas, Teoscar. The 5 that are battling for 2 spots: Nick Ahmed, Jason Hayward, Kevin Kiermaier, Andy Pages, Chris Taylor. Ahmed's probably out. He's probably going to get DFA'd, regretfully. I really like him, though. And Kiermaier is still a candidate for that. But I want them to hold on as many of these guys. I don't mind them putting Pages in the minors for a bit just to keep one of these veterans on the roster just in case. Just in case things go south with somebody. Someone gets hurt. So that's why I want to see. That's why I hated Rosario being DFA'd. Man. That's going to hurt. That is going to hurt. So, of those, which of the 2? Ahmed, Hayward, Kiermaier, Pages, Taylor. Which of those 2? That's assuming everyone else is healthy. Yeah, Dodger teaching maximum on every pitch. It's not just not the Dodgers. Everyone's teaching it, but I think the Dodgers teach it more. I saw River go down. We're seeing all these Hurt and Sheehan. Come on. Since they both can't hit, Kiermaier has more value than Hayward. I agree. I think you just put Hayward on the backup roster. Just Freeman and Betts won't like it. Who follows Walker? Walker Buehler? Oh, I don't know. Can't remember who throws on Thursday. I kind of got lost in it because it should have been River Ryan. But yeah, we'll who threw? Shoot, sorry. Who threw on? So Saturday was Ryan, right? Yeah. So Friday was Kopech got a no. It's Flaherty. It'll be Flaherty. It should be on Thursday. That's who it'll be. And then hopefully they go with Robo on Friday. Just push everyone back a little bit. It's okay to do that. 6-man rotation is king. Keep these guys healthy. No need to be extending these guys any more than they need to be. Just you got to get the W's. Get the W's. But don't extend, like don't pulling Stoner at 86 was great. No, I think there's many factors. I do think it's pitch clock. I do think it is the emphasis on spin and throwing 100% every pitch. I think it's bad. I just, that's not how. So I'm going to go back to years ago when my younger one he was 12. And he threw hard. He was small though. He was like 5'5" as a 12-year-old, and he was throwing mid-60s. He threw well, but as he kept throwing harder and harder, and still being young, pitching coach goes, he throws harder than his body can handle. So that's always something I remember. It's always something I remember, and I think we're at that stage where they're throwing harder than their arms can handle, given the velocities and all those things, and the effort. And they got some tough batters. Those batters are strong. They're better athletes than they've ever been. They have more training than they've ever had, and they're swinging for the fences more than they ever have. Yeah, Kiermaier going to be the defensive replacement in the ninth of Game 6 of the World Series for Pies to avoid a Nelson Cruz moment. Yeah, I guess he had a misplay again. Is that true, Pies, earlier in the game today? I was reading on Twitter about it, but I didn't see it. Is that true? Was it a true misplay out there? Someone comment, please. But yeah, hey, Pies looks pretty good as a right fielder, but now we have a right fielder. His name's Mookie Betts. Next year, let's be straight up. Mookie's going to play second, I think. And maybe they give Lux short. I don't know. Try that again with some backup. Pajes in right seems fair. I don't know if Hayward comes back next year. I'm trying not to even. This is the first time I've really thought of 2025 in that way. It was a tough play, but the homer made up for it. Yeah, boy, he roped that one. Good to see. Yeah, that's the thing. Pajes got that dynamic bat. And I just don't want to see Chris Taylor, who's coming off injury, he finally figured out. How long does it take him to figure out his swing? So how long will it take him after coming back from being injured to get his swing back? He can't be automatic. They did that in 2022. They chose him over, I think it was Outman. And he couldn't do anything. He wasn't healthy. So don't do that again. Your best 26, please. Your best 26. No broken guys. If they're broken, someone else plays. That's why I want to keep as many of these guys that we see between Ahmed, Hayward, Kiermaier, Pajes, and Taylor. Keep as many as you can on the roster. So that's why, if Pajes goes down, he goes down. But that's just kind of the good old is what it is. So, all right, folks. Time for me to get my act together, get ready for tomorrow. Last day of work for well over a week. Taking some time off. My boys coming into town, both of them. Celebrating some birthdays this weekend. Big blowout. And just really excited to have my family with me. All my boys. So that's what matters to me. Looking forward to get out there. Hoping to get maybe the younger one out there to Rancho on Thursday. I hope so. Get him a media pass. I want to see him where he would love it, and he'd be really good at it. Or hopefully get him on the podcast. Let's try. So we'll see. So folks, man, I really appreciate you. I know we only have 87 views. That's obviously real low, but hey, I kind of get what I deserve by not being consistent. But life's busy, and I love you all know I love baseball, but there's things that are more important sometimes, including being really trying to be really good at my real job, the one that actually pays the bills. So, yeah. All right, folks. As always, I do truly appreciate you. I thank you so much. And as we always say on this one, God bless and go Dodgers.